how to construct a winning marketing event. So like, we always have this kind of framework we use. And it's who says what, to whom, how, and with what effect. It's a very nice little framework, and I'll give you some example. We use this even in any kind of communication strategy. Novell once came to us and was showing us an ad they were thinking of promoting, and basically it was highlighting the web, their NDS services, you know, for directory services. And we took one look at it, David, it was kind of interesting because someone in the executive MBA program was working there. And it had a spider talking about the web, okay, the web. And they were using, you know, the web and spider web, kind of the concept all together. And so I said, well, of course, we didn't like it at all. But instead of telling them we didn't like it, we just said, well, let's look at this framework. Who says what, to whom, with how, with what effect? I said, okay. Who's the spokesperson in that ad? And if you'd seen it, what's the spider? What's the black widow spider? And I said, oh, okay, what do people generally think of black widow spiders? Got a positive feeling about black? No, I don't think we just love them. They're not a cuddly thing. You know, as a spokesperson, that's not a good idea, by the way, to have a black widow spider speak for you. Right? So we said, well, kind of violates the first thing, doesn't it? Spokesperson who? Spider. You know, says what? I'm going to catch you in my web, trap you in the web. Well, that's not really a great message either. So, I mean, basically, the reason you never saw it is because they dumped it. Because they just follow the same framework. If you do an event, who's going to be your spokesperson? What do you want them to say? To who do you want to say it to? And what kind of event do you want? You know, what kind of event? And with what effect? And that's probably the most critical. What do you want out of your outcome? What do you want out of your outcomes? You know, what kind of effect? I think that's an important issue. I think even the Arby's put that up there, kind of create event. I think the outcome that they want is sales. It's really a brilliant strategy. Say, bring your stub in and we'll give you turnover. He's really trying to increase sales. So he knows the effect he's trying to get, which is what makes great events. And he knows who, because he's saying it right to the group, real local. He says what to whom. So there's really nice stuff. I think you always start with who do you want, right, and what effect. I mean, whenever I'm developing or creating an event, I'm always thinking about who do I want to say it to, and what effect do I want. And then I work back to, okay, what's the message content, right? To who do I want to target, to what effect, and then what's the message, and then finally type of event, spokesperson. The type event really falls out to once I know who is it I want to target. So we have really a nice little framework that we have in there on how do you get events that really have magic, that really have impact.